Welcome to The Soul Work, a weekly show where we look at a strategy, a process, a tool, a technique, or a thought for your spiritual growth. If you're tuning in for the first time and you haven't met me before, my name is Gina. I'm a spiritual teacher, creator of Soul Quest, and the LGBTQ advocate within the spiritual world. In this episode, I want to explore whether you love yourself. I want to ask you a question. Do you love yourself? As in, full on love yourself. Are you happy and at peace with who you are, your body, and how you show up in the world? The reason that I ask that is I've had lots of conversations this week, and every single conversation that I've had has highlighted the following: little or no self-belief, low confidence or low self-esteem, not feeling worthy in some way and therefore not asking for what you're worth, comparing to earlier versions of yourself. So I used to be skinnier, fitter, healthier, those kind of things. Or also comparing yourself to other people around you. Underlying all of that, so when we started to dig into it and when we explored what was actually going on, there's a core belief there. And that belief is that I'm not good enough. We weren't born with that belief. We weren't born with the belief that I'm not good enough. It's something that has been triggered. So what is really going on here? Let's explore that a little bit. Chances are a situation happened for you in childhood. Something that evoked lots of emotions, and then you internalise those emotions in a certain way. You internalise them through the eyes of whatever age it was that you were at the time. And those emotions and that situation has ingrained itself into your subconscious, and chances are you may not be able to remember what that situation was that triggered that thought of I'm not good enough. For some people it came up that it was around a teacher. So a teacher pulling them up in front of a group of people. It's quite humiliating when that happens. Other people have highlighted it stemmed from an episode of bullying, or where a parent or somebody close to them said something and it triggered them to think, oh, am I good enough here? You may not be able to remember, and that's fine. Usually a situation in childhood is the trigger. Something has triggered it, and as I said, you internalise it, and therefore it becomes ingrained in your subconscious. And now, through adult eyes, you live in your day-to-day life, something triggers you. And what happens is that emotion is triggered from that earlier experience. That emotion is triggered, you almost take yourself back there without knowing that you're taking yourself back there. It's a subconscious thing. For most people, it's not a conscious thing that they're taking themselves back into that experience. So how do you deal with that? How do you move forwards with that? Go back. Delve into what that source was for you, if you can remember. If you can go back and look at it objectively, so take that situation that was going on for you at the time. So let's take the situation of bullying, for instance. If you take yourself back to that time and look at that situation objectively through adult eyes this time, remember you are looking at it through child's eyes when you internalised it. So look at it now through adult eyes. What other meaning could there be for that incident that happened? Look at the meaning that you attached to that incident back then, and think about what other possibilities and factors were at play in that situation. And then once you've explored it and you've delved into that in a lot more detail, decide how you want to internalise it now through adult eyes, through your adult perspective. How do you want to internalise that now? And what that does, taking yourself through that process, what that does is it helps you to release the emotion that you attach to it. And when you release the emotion that you attach to it and that you internalised, you also release the story that you've been telling yourself. And when you release that story, that's when you can move past that incident. That's when you can leave it behind, strip all the emotion, all the story out of it, and create a new story for yourself. This is all about loving yourself. And if you don't full on love yourself, if you're not happy and you're not at peace with who you are, how you're showing up in your body and how you're coming across to people, chances are you've got that belief that I'm not good enough. So take yourself through this process. Experience this process for yourself. And listen, I've made a commitment to have 50 powerful conversations over the next 60 days to explore what triggered you. What triggered you to believe that you're not good enough? If you want to experience one of those powerful conversations with me, I'll take you through this. You don't have to do it on your own, I can take you through it. This is a rare opportunity for you to have a powerful experience with me for free. If this resonates with you and you feel like you want to explore this, not on your own, but with somebody who has been through this with a lot of people before, if you want to experience that, contact me to schedule your conversation. I'll put the link in the box below. Literally log on to it, book an appointment, let's have this conversation, let's explore what's going on for you. See if we can dig deeper and find out what is the situation that has triggered you to believe that you're not good enough. Love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're going to really struggle to put yourself out there in a way that's authentic and real to you. If what I've said has resonated and you want to book a conversation, please do. Don't forget, we do a live check-in on Wednesday at 4 p.m. on Facebook. Again, I'll put the link in the box below. That's your opportunity to ask any questions that you may have, to explore anything that has come up as a result of this episode. Put your comments in the box below if you can't make it live on that call. If you can make it live, come on, have a chat, let's see what's going on for you and let's explore it in more detail. Hope you found this useful. Please check in with me on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Again, I'll put the link in the box below. And don't forget to check out the next episode of This Soul Work. That comes out on Sunday at 7 p.m. Keep your eyes peeled. Have a fabulous day. We'll speak again soon. Bye for now.